One of the first places that I did start in was the Cotton Club in Chicago, real quick.
Okay.
The Cotton Club, which Bernie Mac hosted every Monday.
Okay.
And that was when I first doing open mics, I was doing mainstream shit. Mainstream, just, everybody's there, mainstream. Well, they say the white rooms, but mainstream. So I said, you know what, I want to do black shit. I need to make sure I'm legit. You know what I'm saying? And they said, well, you need to go see Bernie Mac. And I was at this little poetry recital. I said, Bernie Mac, who's that? He said, he's on the South Side. You go to his night on Mondays. He has a band and shit. You go Jimmy Car Wash Spinks. Remember Car Wash? Remember the guy that played Hippo, the big fat dude?
Okay.
Jimmy's from Chicago too. And it was like, you got to go to their night. So I went and I said, let me go over there and see this Bernie Mac dude. So I went on Monday just to check it out. And I see this dark-skinned dude with glasses, when you walk in the Cotton Club, the stage is right there. So you can get talked about. So you see Bernie with this big towel. He's like, I'm sick and tired of being motherfucking sick and tired. I'm telling you, I'm tired of this shit, And I was like, who the fuck is that Bernie Mac? And so after he got off stage, I said, hey, Bernie, he go, what's your name, man? What's your motherfucking name? I said, it's Godfrey. He said, all right. I said, I just started doing comedy. I would like to, I heard about your night. He said, okay, come next Monday, 8 o'clock. You got 5 motherfucking minutes, right? And if you go any further, the band go motherfucking play. I said, all right. So that's where I had my relationship with Bernie Mac the whole night. And Bernie was impressed by me because I was one of the first dudes imitating him.
Right.
D-Ray. I was one of the first dudes imitating him. And he said, the one thing I like about you, Godfrey, is you're yourself. And in the Cotton Club, it was pimps, hustlers, Bishop Don Juan.
Yes.
He saw me when I first started. Bishop Don Juan from Chicago. Lisa Ray used to come through. Wow. The Bulls. Yeah. You see Michael Jordan, Ahmad Rashad. You see, so it was a whole Chicago black elite. And so Bernie was like, you don't even change you could do Main Street, you stay the same. I said, well, that's what I think is the best about comedy is being yourself and being true to yourself.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because real gangsters know if you fake. Right. They know. Right.
You know what? I had Cat on. Oh, obviously, I had Cat on.
Yeah.
And I asked,
did I see that?
And I asked him, and it's funny that you say that. You said mainstream, and then you said the black. So when you're in front of a black audience, you do comedy one way. But if you're in front of a mainly white audience, do you change?
No. And here's the thing about—
You tell the same jokes.
Man, and with black audiences, because I travel around the country. I've been a headliner for more than 15 years. And when I travel around the country, there's some cities where it's all black. Like if I'm in Cleveland, if I'm in Baltimore, it's black. But I still do the same. But the thing about talking about race, because I'm a race guy, I love going in. Even all white audiences, I go in. I don't go, hey man, it's racism. We need to stop that shit. I go, nah, let me tell you about you guys. Let me tell you about your little microaggressions. Yeah. I go in, but it's a craft. Right. If you can craft it, I do Trump support. I do the South. Trump support. And I'm talking about fucking hillbilly motherfuckers. You from the South.
Right, of course I am.
You seen them Southerners, the mouth don't move. What tell you something right now? Man, he dying right there. Where they fucking them out. Right. Yeah, they fuck with me, but it depends on how depends on how you navigate the joke. Right. I never change. Black people just make you more loose. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Because you're in front of your people.
You're in front of your people, but
but you got to be funny because they're going to let you know if you're not funny.
Oh, no. Funny is funny. Yeah. And there's people who are the ghetto comics that aren't funny. Right. And there's the intelligent ones that are funny. It depends on the person. Funny is funny. I don't give a fuck what you're doing. Right. Juggling, whatever. Right. Funny is funny. So I never change my shit. And one thing I know about black audiences, they like it if you're keeping it real, you from Louisville, but they like it when you're talking about that pro-black shit too. Oh, yeah. They like both of that. Because whenever I'm talking about it, you can hear people like, preach, dog. That's what I'm talking about. Hell yeah. You see? Yes. You see what I'm saying? So I'm able to craft that because I am a student of the game. I'm a student of comedy. I really study the people that have been before me. I am white, black. I know my comedy history. You know what I'm saying? So that's very important. And I like to be intelligent on stage. I'm the kind of comic that doesn't use the N-word because we had a debate about that. Okay. There's comics I see, that it'll be a majority audience that don't look like us. Right. And they'll use that word over and over. And I go, are these people laughing because the joke is funny? Or are they laughing because nigga is funny?
Right.
Because nigga is, let's be for real. Phonetically, it's a funny word. God damn, that word is funny. It's the top. It's the Nike of racial slurs.
Yes.
You know, like nigga is the top. Like spit.
Just don't say it.
Yeah. Spit and chink. Those are like Adidas, Reebok. But nigga, like if I watch this joke, if I say, man, here come this bald head ass nigga, hilarious.
Right.
Here come this bald head ass brother. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's a little it's a little taya. It's a little spice on that, right?
Right.
And we had a debate about that. I said, well, why do you use the word? Why do you use that word in front of people when you're really not like that? I understand cats that are like that. Like Cat Williams, when he does it, it matches. You
talk like that all the time.
Yeah. It's certain people that you go, I get that.
Right.
But there's some other cats that I go, yo, you're not even like that. But when you get in front of a certain audience, you use it in front of them. I don't know if it's irresponsible. Listen, I'm not telling anybody how to do comedy, but I just feel weird doing it. Right. I don't even use it in front of black audiences.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah.
But for me, this is my style. But when I do use the word, the N-word, I'm making a point about the N-word.
Okay.
Because I have a joke about the double G words.
Right.
You know what I mean? Double G word, something about the double G word. Like you got the N-word, you got the F word, 2 G's.
Yeah.
And if you know Harry Potter, you ever know about Harry Potter? I'm a Harry Potter fan.
No, I ain't.
Where there's a muggle, they call him a muggle.
Okay.
That means he's a half prince. He's some bullshit. So they call him, they say, you're a muggle, Harry Potter. And it's almost like saying that. When you watch Harry Potter, you're like, is he talking to me? Right. Oh, Harry Potter's a muggle. Can you believe that? You're a muggle, Harry Potter. And I'm like, is he calling me a nigga? You know what I'm saying? So I talk about the phonetic. I'm into words because I'm a big George Carlin fan.
Okay.
Big Carlin fan, big Pryor fan. And it's all wordplay for me. You know, I'm really into the art form of this shit. So yeah, the N-word thing is, you know, that's just for me.
Right.
I'm not telling anybody how to do comedy.
Right.
I don't want anybody to conflate this shit, but I just want to know why people use it. Someone told me, well, I don't want them to, I feel comfortable saying it because I'm not going to let them determine, you know, how I say the word. I'm taking the word back. I said, that was never your word.
Right.
What do you mean you taking it back? They gave it to you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it desensitizes the word. Really? So when they call you the name out of vitriol, then you react to it. You get mad. So how is it desensitizing you?
Right.
I'm just saying, if someone calls you a name, you shouldn't even flinch. You go, I say it so much, it doesn't even bother me, but it still stings. Mm-hmm. That's all. It's just a debate we're still having with the N-word.
Want to join Club Shay Shay? Become an official member by hitting that subscribe button, where you never know who's going to be joining us for drinks and conversation. Don't be late to the party because you know we like to do something before 2 something.